Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So today in this particular video, I am going to discuss what is the meaning of L1 and L2 norm widely used in machine learning. Okay, so if you have studied any distance based algorithm in machine learning, whether that is supervised or unsupervised, you might have encountered these two terms. Okay, what is the meaning of that? Let me discuss. So we will discuss about L1 and L2 later. First, let's focus on this particular term norm, which we already studied in our school level physics. If you recall, vector normalization we studied, right, in our class 11 physics course. What is that? Normalization of a vector is nothing but x vector cap. Okay, that is unit vector along the direction of x vector is nothing but original vector x divided by magnitude of the vector. Okay, this magnitude basically nothing but Euclidean distance from the point in any space and origin. Okay, distance between origin and that point. So this is what the normalization of a vector. Now what happens due to application of normalization? The property which changes, that is basically the length of the vector. Length of the vector become 1 for this particular one. After applying normalization, length becomes 1 but the direction remains same. So you can understand that normalization, this norm term, is related to this particular one, right? Because this is our original vector, we are getting this particular unit vector after applying this particular formula. So this Euclidean distance, this is related to our norm. Okay, and that is norm is nothing but length of a vector in any space, which is basically Euclidean distance of a vector. Okay, from origin it might be, or in between two data points in a particular context also. Okay, so now the norm term is decoded. Now let's try to understand L1 and L2. So before going ahead, what is the meaning of norm? The norm of vector in vector space is a real non-negative value. Why non-negative value? Because distance can never be negative, right? Representing intuitively the length or size or magnitude of vector. Okay, right? Simple. So I hope norm term is clear to you. Now what is L1 and L2? Let me discuss. 1, 2 are nothing but indicating power. Okay, let me tell you. Suppose I am having one point x1 y1, another point x2 y2. Then how you can compute distance? If you are computing Manhattan distance, that is absolute difference we compute, right? So absolute difference of x1 minus x2 plus of absolute difference of y1 minus y2, right? Now suppose this is absolute. Now suppose you are computing Euclidean distance. How the formula will look like? Here basically it will be x1 minus x2 whole square, right, plus of y1 minus y2 whole square. Here we no need to give absolute symbol because when we are doing squaring, anyway it is going to be positive, right? So this is our Manhattan distance, this is our Euclidean distance, right? So distance, instead of using the word distance, we will be using norm. Okay, now among these two, one is L1 norm, another one is L2 norm. So what I just now told you, 1 and 2 are basically indicating power. So see, for this particular formula, in the power nothing is present, that means power 1 we can say, and for this particular formula in between two difference 2 is present, right, in power part. So this is called L2 norm and this is called our L1 norm. So these two terminologies, I hope it is clear to you. In simple words we can say, for any dimension, L1 distance is, or L1 norm, if you are considering somewhere, then that means Manhattan distance. Okay, there is absolute difference of each pair and then sum them up. And here L2 norm or L2 distance, that is nothing but Euclidean distance, that can be represented like this, as simple as that, right? So L1 norm also called as least absolute difference. Okay, and L2 norm also called as our least square error, right? I hope these two terms is more familiar to you, least absolute difference and least square error, right? So this is all what I wanted to discuss, because you should have a clear idea in these two terminologies, because these are going to be very helpful when we will be learning regularization, and lasso regression techniques. That time we will be encountering these terms, so I thought to discuss with you. This is all for my this video. If you find this video helpful, then please like, share and comment. Subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of my latest videos. Thank you.